The family of a Kentucky National Guardsman is furious tonight because of something a Nashville cab driver said to him.
Alan Pendley tells us that he was ordered to leave a local cab because he's a soldier. Fox 17 Sky Arnold spoke with both Pendley and the cab company. Now with the story.
Well, guys, Pendley was wearing this camouflage uniform over here Sunday when he stepped into a local cab. Now, Pendley needed the ride home from the bus station, and as it turned out, it was a very short ride he'll never forget.
The more I thought about it, the madder I got.
What has Alan Pendley so upset is something he's never seen in 6 years of Kentucky National Guard service.
He said, "Are you in the military?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am." And he got quiet.
Pendley says that conversation began shortly after getting into a cab outside the Greyhound bus station.
He had a very heavy Somalian accent.
This private first class had just arrived in town from drill, and he says the reaction his military service had on that driver was shocking.
And he pulled over to the side of the road and told me to get out of the cab. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't want to cause a fight.
Pendley didn't get the cab number or the driver's name, though he did identify it as a yellow cab.
It's hard to imagine one of my drivers putting someone out of a cab.
General Manager Doug Trimble is now poring through GPS data to see if it actually was one of his drivers. Trimble says it's a time-consuming process, as there could have been dozens of yellow cabs in the area, but he wants Pendley to know his company does take this seriously.
When we find this driver, that's automatic termination, and Yellow Cab will go the extra mile above that to take it to the cab board and the licensing commission and get him out of the cab business no matter what company.
Looking back at it all, Pendley tells us he does have one regret. He wishes he'd said something.
And asked why he was telling me to get out. I didn't appreciate it. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't appreciate it either.
Now, Pendley tells me he thankfully only had to wait a short time to hail another cab, and that driver took him home without trouble. Scott?